All right, let's dive into a thought experiment today. It's one that really stretches the limits of physics, but it also asks a pretty deep, personal question about what really matters to us.
So just think about that for a second. Seriously, if you could take that incredible leap forward in time, 100 years, who's the very first person you would try to find? Got someone in mind?
I have a feeling that for most of you, the answer was someone in your family, right? A parent, maybe a sibling, your kids. It's just the natural human thing to think of. But here's the twist. Because according to the laws of physics, making that journey sets up this beautiful but kind of heartbreaking paradox. The price for seeing the future is giving up your present.
To really get what that price is, we have to talk about something called time dilation. I like to think of it as the superspeed paradox. It's a real concept from Einstein's theory of relativity, and honestly, it's the engine that makes this entire crazy scenario work. Okay, so here's how it all breaks down. And this is the mind-bending part. If you were on a spaceship rocketing along at nearly the speed of light, time itself would actually slow down for you. So a trip that feels like just 5 years to you, well, back on Earth, a whole century would have blown by. You'd only be 5 years older, but everyone you left behind, they'd be 100 years older. So, imagine it. Your 5-year mission is over. You come back to Earth, probably expecting a hero's welcome for exploring the cosmos. But the home you return to, it's not the one you remember. It's a century older and a whole lot stranger. When you step out of that ship, your new life is basically going to be defined by 3 massive changes. And the first one? Well, it's the most personal. The impossible reunion. That person you thought of a minute ago, the one you wanted to find first, that reunion, it can't happen. In the 100 years you were gone, your parents, your siblings, your friends, they all lived out their full lives. You're still young, but they've become part of history. But you would find family, just not the family you were expecting. You might meet your great-great-nieces and nephews. And to them, you're not just some long-lost relative, no way. You are a living legend, the great ancestor from the history books who vanished into space and actually came back. And this is where the sheer shock of it all would hit you. Think about trying to have a conversation with relatives who might be living on a colony on Mars or communicating with some kind of telepathy while you're still talking about the good old days of smartphones and traffic jams from 100 years ago. Now, if this whole scenario is ringing a bell, it's probably because it's the exact crushing dilemma at the heart of movies like Interstellar. You know, the hero who does something incredible for humanity, but the cost is that he loses his own place in time, watching his loved ones live their lives from an impossible distance. So, is that it? Is there any way to cheat this? To explore the stars, but also keep your family close? Well, believe it or not, physics does offer one, and only one, possible solution. And it's actually incredibly simple. You take them with you. See, if everyone is on the same ship moving at the same crazy speed, then time slows down for all of you at the exact same rate. You all get to experience those 5 years side by side. Ah, but there's a catch. There's always a catch, isn't there? You solve the problem of losing each other, but you create a totally new one. You and your family would return to Earth together, safe and sound, but you'd be landing in a world 100 years in the future. You'd have each other, sure, but you would all be outsiders, completely lost in time. And this really gets to the ultimate question behind this whole thing. It stops being about physics and time dilation and starts becoming about philosophy. What is the true cost of uncovering the universe's greatest secrets? What the science really tells us is that any long journey through the cosmos isn't just a trip from point A to point B. It is, by its very nature, a journey of farewell. It's a permanent, one-way ticket from the world you know. So that's where we'll end it, with that question. Is the chance to discover the secrets of the universe worth that price? Is that knowledge more important than the time we have with our family? Or are the moments we have right here, right now, with the people we love actually more valuable than all the stars in the sky? It's a heavy one, but it's something to think about.